So you've had a few good albums drop today. You've had the Wild Orchestral Rosalia album, and you've had the Moshtastic Drain album, as well as the Westerman album. Albums you may enjoy more than I did, but I'm going to be talking about this today. Alright, it's me, I'm back again. Just want to draw your attention to the new album by Hatchie called Liquorice. Oh, I like doing that. Now, if you've never heard of Hatchie before, she's Australian, mate, Ripper. And she's kind of a dream poppy shoegazy artist, and this is her third album. I like some songs. I like doing it, don't I like some songs off her last album, Giving the World Away, which she dropped in the pandemic, so I was curious about this, and after loving the singles, I knew I had to keep my eye on it. That said, I was surprised this won today, but it is November, and this is perfect for this time of the year compared to the others that released today, so I'm sorry. I also saw that Jason did some of the production on this, which is cool. Oh yeah, I should have smeared some lipstick on. I'm not doing it. What's on the menu today? Warner Child. We got 11 tracks for you, running at 36 minutes. Starting with track 1, Anamoya. It's a short, stationary track that serves as a sort of introduction. Instantly, the album starts with this percussion that sounds like it's straight from the 80s. It's drenched in reverb. We're back in a spas with Patrick Bateman, and that's it. You're in this sound for the rest of the album. So if you like this, you'll like the album. Reverb guitars, gentle reverb, vocals, singing. Maybe the world you want has to slip away. Following that, we've got track 2, Only One Laughing. This is why I'm here today. I spoke about it in last week's End of the Month video. Love this track. Had it on loop since it dropped. Still my favourite of the album. I just love the shimmering, jangly guitars and acoustic. Really love that riff at the end as well. Wish the album had a bit more of that. And love the inflections in her voice and the ooh-ooh vocals. And maybe I can relate to it because I'm always the only one laughing. And then we've got the title track, track 3, Liquorice. I do sometimes run into an issue with my format of doing this track by track instead of doing like general notes of the whole album combined, because it's very easy for me to just say reverb guitars, reverb drums, and reverb vocals to describe every single song on this great 80s vibes album. But honestly, that is exactly what this is. It's just sweet, cold night walls, reflecting sounds, and every song is as strong as the last, and they don't stray that far away from the overall sound of the album. So some people will say this album is too samey, whereas I just call it one long vibe of no skips. Do kind of wish that big, watery acoustic was even louder though, for those da-da-da stabs. Great track. Up next is track 4, Carousel. Love the chorus on this one, the vocal melody and the way she sings All I Ever Wanted. No matter how many times a vocalist has sang that line in the history of music, it still hits. Love the harmonies at the end, and not sure what that high-pitched instrument is in the background, like a super high piano plucked or possibly a harp, but I love whatever it is. Following that, we've got track 5, Sage. A more upbeat track. Not enough songs these days do this drum beat where the snare is on every beat, but I still feel the drums are too reserved and weak on these types of tracks though, because it's giving more 60s in that sense than 80s, and when they should shine and be the driving energy of the song. All that said though, it still made me think of Best Coast. And a really cool little sound at the tail end of the track as well. And then we have track 6, Someone Else's News. Again, are we listening to an album by The Cure? That iconic 80s bass sound and soft industrial sounding drums smothered by these dream pop vocals. Love the vocal melody on the puddle part. Up next, track 7, Wonder. Now this one is different. We've turned on the distortion pedal and the reverb has gone. We're a bit fuzzier on this one. And again, wish the drums had the hi-hat open a bit more to go along with the fuzz. Also sounds like someone's shaking a metal sheet in the background. And I can hear something wobbling. That said, it also has like a sort of Britpop vibe to it. Honestly, it feels like it's from another album, as Hatchie sings, "I guess you don't really know me at all." After that, we've got track 8, Lose It Again. After that excursion, we're right back where we belong, to the reverb vocals and jangly guitars. This was the first single from the album. Spoke about it in September's End of the Month video, and it's grown on me a lot. It's super strummy. Love how she slowly sings the chorus, "You are the star I'm chasing." Following that, we got track 9, Anchor. The only crime for this slowcore song is I wish it was longer. It could have just done the same thing again for double the runtime. I will say though, I love the lyric, "Like a staircase into the ocean, you only led me to the depths of my despair. Also, rather be perfect for anyone but myself." And for lyrics like that, you need a longer song to lose yourself in it, I think. And I'd have had another 4 minutes of this. Up next we've got track 10, Part That Bleeds. Another favourite from today. Love how minimal it is, and love the endless harmonies and my secrets whispered in the trees, as well as the whole "you're gonna miss that plane" section. Was Hatchie watching before sunset when she wrote this? Love the overlapped vocals on top of the toms. Let this drummer shine. I just need to know where you ever gonna show up. And last but not least, we've got track 11, Stuck. There's something about this track that reminds me of the 1975's Give Yourself a Try, which reminded everyone of Joy Division. So I guess the chain continues here. I do like the bends the guitar does at some points though, and it's all upbeat fun and catchy with Hatchie singing, "There's never enough of you, you're my favourite drug, I guess I'm stuck." Again, I think this one could have benefited from having different drums and more hi-hat, less reverb for more of a climax, but other than that, it's a good way to end the album. So yeah, great album with some high highs, and sure it's a bit thin on the drums, but dark reverb shoegaze sounds like November to me, and that is why it is my album of the week. And that's it. One step closer to the end of the year. But until then, catch you next Friday. A peace.